Raf, you're back on the pitch, the team in their victory against Montrose at the weekend. How do you reflect on that victory overall? Real positive game for the squad?
Yeah, I mean it was great to be on the pitch. It was we tried something a bit different as well, which was great to be a part of. Obviously we've just recently come back from international duty as well, and the girls have been training really well since being back at the club, and then coming back in as well. You've got a few days to just kind of get back in the club mind frame, and it was, I thought, a very good performance, and something that we'll be looking to build on.
Yeah, it was touched on the performance, that ruthlessness, scoring 10 goals. Of course, you want to prevent the 2 that you did concede, but getting back to the good habits, especially at the start of the season, you were showing. Yeah,
and that's the thing, like with football, obviously you need to ride the momentum a little bit. I think that we created that ourselves. You know, a lot of girls have been away, a lot of girls that have been still at club have been working really hard, and you know, it's about taking the opportunities when you get it on the Sunday, and I think we did that. We had a lot of different goal scorers as well, and some really fantastic goals, so it just shows the depth and variety that we have in the squad, so that's really pleasing to see.
Yeah, you touched on trying something different. Of course, the team went to a 4 at the back system, predominantly played 3 at the back. Is it important to be adaptable, to keep being unpredictable in these games?
Yeah, massively. There's a lot of games. There's a lot of games, and we have so much depth in the squad that different people bring different strengths, and I think we saw that on Sunday. So yeah, for us, we want to control games. And control games in whatever manner formation that might look like. So I think we did well to do that, and it's something that we have to keep building on and keep that momentum high for sure.
Yeah, you touched on the international break, of course. The most recent one, 50 caps for Northern Ireland. Just talk to us about that moment.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was kind of hard to enjoy at the time because of how big the games were. Obviously, Croatia away first, that was the 50th. It was very special, but it was 1-1 on aggregate then, and then we managed to go and get the win at Windsor Park. All being said, it was extra time, but it was a fantastic moment. Proud. My family were all over as well, so yeah, it was a really great moment, and I got to lead the team out as well, and yeah, just unreal.
Yeah, and of course there's the other break coming up, plenty of club games between now and then, but the next break coming up at the end of the month, you'll be really excited for that, a chance to try and qualify for the Euros next summer.
Yeah, massively, and you know, we'll be the underdog going into that. It's against Norway, who we know a lot about, but for us, you know, and it's just important that we are performing well at club, because ultimately that's what puts you in best stead going international. And for myself, I like to look at things kind of day by day rather than too far ahead. So right now I'm strictly on club duty, and I'm looking forward to the quarterfinals upcoming this weekend. Just
more generically, you've of course joined the club in the summer, had a bit of time to settle in and stuff. How much are you enjoying playing for Rangers?
Love it. Absolutely love it. The people, first and foremost, are incredible. The mentality, the drive, and the small details of improvement. You know, I'm 28 now, and I feel like every day is a learning day. And I think previously to that, I probably found myself a bit lost with not, you know, maybe potentially pushing myself in. I always want to push myself, but in terms of the guidance of that, and you know, coming in and playing under someone like Jo, who gives everything on the pitch, off the pitch. You've got girls that support you massively, and we've got a together group, and you know, when you've got so many games in a season, it's really important that we all pull together, and it's just a great environment to be in, and I'm loving every minute.
Yeah, you touched on working under Jo. What's it like training with these players day in, day out as well? There's such competition in the back line too, as you real push each other on all the time.
Well, it's standards, it's it's healthy standards as well. You know, it's about getting the best out of each other, and ultimately when you do that, you'll get the best out of yourself as well. You know, it's not about comparing yourself to anyone, it's just about understanding that we're in this together and we want to win everything together, and whatever part you play it at your best. And for me, you know, I got the chance against Montrose, and I was happy with that. So you know, every day, like I said, push each other, and ultimately that's where I think that we will get the results that we want come end of the season.
Yeah, and just looking to that cup quarter final this weekend, you take on Motherwell, an opportunity to take a step closer to winning silverware. How important is getting into that last four?
Yeah, it's massively important. Obviously, as a club, that's what we want. That's our mentality. When I joined the club, that was something that, you know, my eyes light up for, is cups and silverware and leagues. So this is another massive game going into this weekend, and it's one that we'll embrace and enjoy for sure. And it's a good feeling around the camp. So yeah.
Of course, it was Joe's first piece of silverware in charge last season. The club have won it the last two campaigns. Is there just a real drive in the squad to try and retain it once again?
Yeah, massively. I think that's the thing. It's got our name on it right now, and we want to keep it that way. And that's the thing. Sometimes that can become harder when something's yours and you've won it, and retaining it, that can sometimes be harder. But for us, we want to go out there and we want to perform how we do every day at training, every day on the weekend, and we want to go and get the result, and we want to bring that trophy home again.
Yeah, and just lastly, of course, back to winning ways at the weekend. There, massive cup game to come. There's an Old Firm fixture too. It's an exciting time. How important is just driving out these results and winning every game that comes?
Yeah, absolutely. It just doesn't stop, and it's fantastic. You know, as a footballer, I think you want to play as many games as possible. You want the fixtures to come thick and fast, and you want to be riding the momentum when you do. So the fact that we've, like I said, had the international break come in, really bounce back in terms of like goals and things like that, and the way that we were playing, I think, you know, it's a great time for all these games to come thick and fast, and we'll be looking forward to them.